Hi everyone, welcome to our 5 p.m. live. Good to see you guys logging in. Thank you so much. Hi Pankti, you're the first one here. Hi Priyanka, hi Farah. So today's live needs absolutely no introduction. I think this is the first time I've had the most WhatsApp messages, DMs, shares. I think I don't need to introduce the person I'm speaking to today. Thank you so much for logging in, everyone. Hi Urvi, hi Shraddha, hi Priyanka. Oh, we have a lot of ladies here for this live. It's really good to see you all. I'm talking to Pradyuman Maloo today. He is also the co-founder of Nornament, which is a jewelry company which has the most stunning jewelry. Pradyuman is also well known for starring in the recent Indian Matchmaking on Netflix. And I have to say, we have a lot of ladies on who have logged in to say hello. So let me get Pradyuman and get this right started. Good to see all of you. Thank you for logging in. I'm going to bring Pradyuman on now. Hi
Hi, Shah.
Pradyuman, how are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Good to have you here. Thank you so much for being on my show today.
I feel great to be over here. Finally, I get to speak about ornament. I feel so happy.
Yes, more than I think, like I said, I have so many women logging in. My inbox has been flooded, and I think people are really excited because,
Thank you so
of course,
much,
they've loved you
everyone
on
who's
the
joined
show.
us.
Yeah, they've loved you on the show and loved your, seeing your life, knowing more about you. So thank you again for joining us. And I'd love for you to start and tell us a little bit about Ornament to begin with.
Okay, so we are a bespoke jewelry company. We design jewelry for our clients according to what is their preference and how do they like their jewelry to be. And if you have to classify our collection, we would be into affordable luxury segment, which is basically providing the best quality of designs at an affordable price.
Okay, amazing. And you are based in Bombay and you are the co founder
Yes.
along with your
Yeah.
father, right?
It's along with my mother. So my mother
Oh,
actually started the company,
okay.
and it was very interesting. Like she was one of the pioneers, I think so in the industry. I'm talking about 20 years back, and
Yes.
that time it was a very male dominated industry. Like people did not expect, like most of the people, if they know about opera house, right? Opera house was where the diamond market was there. It was filled with like everyone over there. If a woman walks around, everyone used to look at, why is she walking over here?
Yeah, yeah.
And she had the courage, and she used to go to the offices, and like, people used to stare because it was really crowded as well. And yeah, that was quite some time, and she managed to grow the business from there.
Amazing.
And yeah, I have been supporting her through the journey. And there was a time when I thought that, I need to really step in,
Yes.
just expand. Can you hear me? Or are you
Yeah,
tuning
yeah. I
in?
can hear you. I can hear you. I can hear you.
Okay,
Sorry.
great.
So that's amazing. Your mom started this and you've kind of joined her. And I think that's amazing to have, work like a mother son relationship as well is great. And
It
what you
is,
just
it
said, I think,
is.
yeah, absolutely. So that's commendable. Your mom started early on. And are you talking to us from your showroom today?
Yes.
Oh,
I
okay. So you're
just,
back to work.
I was actually at work, and I was actually at the factory right now, and I just came over here, like in the showroom
Awesome.
area.
Awesome. So, a lot of people are asking about your Indian matchmaking experience. Guys, we are going to talk about that. We're merging two things. We're talking about Pradyuman, the entrepreneur, as well. So, don't think we aren't going to ask him questions because even I'm very intrigued and it's been my favorite show sitting at home. So, of
Thank you
course, I
so
will
much.
ask. I want to also ask you what does a typical day look like for you as a jewelry designer? Are you always all over the place or what's it like?
Okay, so I start my day generally. It begins by, I set the workflow for my key personals, like whoever is there working with me. And then after I set their workflow, then I go to the factory. generally a couple of hours I'm spending with the manager over there, with the staff over there, and I'm understanding what work they're doing. Then I see the QC that do I like the work, or like there's certain changes I need to do.
Yeah.
Then if you have to ask me, I'll go to the finance account department to see where we are in terms of our finances, work on that. There's a lot of legality issues. You always keep on, like, CA related work you have to keep on doing. And at times, then if I have client meeting, then I'll attend with the clients. Like, I really love interacting with my clients. I love, like, understanding their perspective about what they really want from the jewelry and what is the purpose, and designing something for them. Like, I think that is the most interesting part for me, like, if you have to ask me. And post that, if there is time, then I'm creating my own collection or something like that. So it's a mix of things that keeps on happening.
Wow, that's great. That's great. I want to also ask you, I mean, people are asking where your store is located. Sanjana Babar Couture is asking, where's your store located?
It's at the Hughes Road. We are just next to TBZ and Rolex. So it's a boutique store where we believe in uh, a personalized attention. In most cases, you'll find some other designer coming and attending you personally.
Okay, awesome. I want to also ask you, I know a lot of people are asking this in the questions. You are an amazing cook. You're a chef. I mean, I don't know how you've not
I
taken
don't
this
think
up.
I'm a chef. Please don't call me a chef.
You know what I mean? I think your cooking skills are great, and I think what you made, what we saw on the show, commendable. I mean, I can't even make a dal and rice, so I have to say that even your drinks looked extremely fancy. So, what do you prefer? How come that's something you never honed your skills into cooking?
Uh, I think I spoke about it, like something, it translates not only in cooking, or for the matter of fact, jewelry, like anything, I like to do something which is innovative in terms of designing. I don't call myself an expert, at least in cooking, I won't call myself an expert, but in jewelry, I can still say that, okay, I can call myself as experienced.
Yeah.
And yeah, I'm always looking for elements where I can try to up the game a little bit, like think out of the box, create
Yeah.
something which looks very appealing, appetizing. And yeah, that's the idea for it. So I approach my
Okay.
cooking also the same way, and in the same way I'm approaching my jewelry designing, right? I want to create something which I know that, okay, I have broken my own personal benchmark, like in terms of designing. So I try to do that. Like, that's my goal for approaching a design, or for approaching a recipe as well.
Awesome. Awesome. That's great to know. So I want to ask you also, what does ornament mean? Because I was trying to figure that out. What is the inspiration
Oh,
behind
glad you asked that.
Yeah.
So it took us a long time to decide the name, and my mom was like, what do you want to keep the name? And I was like, why can't we just keep it simple, like ornament? And she was like, okay. Then I was like, let me go to the dictionary, let me see what does it mean. So it was written as the noun form. So it was written N, and then it was written OR.NA.MENT.
Okay.
And actually, we used to write a name like that before, like N ornament, like the noun form of ornament. But then, just for easing things out, we've evolved over at the time, and then we have reduced all the marks, and then we've just kept it an ornament.
Oh, amazing. Okay, so now we know behind the name what it means. I'm going to start asking you a little bit about your experience on the show. I first want to
Done
start by
deal.
asking you, what was the experience like when the show launched? Overnight, it was booming. I think everyone was talking about Indian matchmaking. How
Oh,
has
tell me
it
about
really
it.
changed? Really, your Instagram must have exploded, your life. I think everyone must have, your phone must have been off the hook. So, how has that change been for you pre show and post the show releasing?
Okay, let me give you a little bit of purview about my life. So this New Year resolution, I made a resolution that I need to be active on Instagram. I need to be active on social media. Okay, so you
Okay.
can expect how bad I was at it. Like, I am not one of those people who, like, till now I don't have like, I have a Facebook account, but I don't think I have a Facebook and an Instagram account, and I'm like, I don't have any other accounts, and so I was that bad at it. And post the show, it's just been crazy. Like, the number of people, and it's been beautiful as well. I would say that, I've got so many like people from all over the world, like showcasing so much of love. Like, it's unbelievable, and there's so much of attention as well. Like,
Yeah.
and there is negativity as well. So you have to learn the whole array of feelings. Like, you have to know that, okay, there are certain things which people are commenting. There are certain things that, okay, there's so much of love. So it's been a mix of everything, and it's been beautiful. And I had termed this because this was quite an exhilarating experience in like in my life, I would say this. And I was like, how do I term something like this? That there is so much of things happening and it is chaotic. And then I came up like, it's beautiful chaos for me right now, but I'm really enjoying it. Like, it's fun.
Yes. Yes, I can imagine, because I think overnight you just go to sleep. Next day a show is released, and overnight there are memes about you. There's
Oh yeah.
positivity, there's negativity. I think the memes have been non-stop. People are not stopping, but I think it can be looked at it very positively as well.
Oh yes, the first time I saw it, I was like, The second time I saw it, I was like, I was laughing at myself. I was like, this is so hilarious. I can't, like, not just laugh about it. It's me in the meme. Okay, it takes a point of realization to think that, okay, you're in a meme. Like, you are there in a meme. But
Yes.
yeah, I was over there, and then now my friends send me the best memes. Like, they're like, dude, this is another level of meme. You need to see this. So yeah, we are on that comfort zone right now.
You have to have the best friends who will share the best stuff with you. So it's glad that
Yeah, and
it's nice
they
that you
even share
have
the most ugliest stuff. They're like,
ugliest stuff.
they're
Yep,
like,
yep.
brother, look at this.
But I have to say, Pradyuman, I was really impressed, because the day after the show released, your first, the memes were all about the fox nuts. I'm not going to bring that topic up because that's not something I want to discuss. But so commendable that you shared the recipe the first day. You're just like, you know what? If the memes are out there, I'm going to go with the wave. So I think that's
Yeah.
amazing.
In fact, I'll give you a sneak peek. So there were a lot of people who asked me, like, I don't know the amount of DMs I might have got for the recipes. I was like, guys, just let me put it up over there. It's going to be, at least I'll have a way to tell them that, you can go over there and, ask them.
Yeah.
So that happened. But fox nuts, I never knew that fox nuts could become like such a
It's
thing.
popular.
Like, I was,
Yep, yep.
yeah, now I joke with my friends and tell them that, guys, I own the word fox nuts. Like, no one knew about it, and I'm telling everyone this is fox nut. But it's really funny because how fox nuts came. Even I used to call it makhana. Like, my whole life I've called it makhana. And when Netflix people, these guys approached me, right, and I was like, I knew that the show was going to be in 150 countries. And like, there are so many things which in our normal everyday lingo we are speaking in Hindi, but that's a lingo. Like, you'll speak that even with your friends. I was typing a menu actually. I made a legit menu for Netflix, and I was typing the menu, and I was like, you always call it makhana, but what do you call it in English, man? Like, I was like, shit, I don't know what you call it. And then I Googled that, what is makhana called in English? And then the
Oh
word
my
came
God.
foxnut.
Okay.
And I was like, oh, damn.
Honestly, that's amazing, because I think that you honed it and you just went with the recipe, and kudos to you for that. I want to ask you, somebody's asked a great question. I can't find it actually. How did Netflix approach you for this? What was that process like?
How did Netflix approach me for this? So Smriti Mundra, the executive producer, she called me up and she's like, I'm working on this project and it's about Indian matchmaking. Would you be interested? And I'm always like open to experience-driven ideas. And I was very clear about the subject, know exactly what I want and what I was looking out for in a partner, all of that. So I was really comfortable with that, and then I thought that why not explore this option also to actually put yourself out there. Why not? Like, it is something radical, but it can be a great experience, and it's turned out to be wonderful. But yeah, and I just agreed in the spur of the moment. I said like, yeah, let's do it. And but post that we had a lot of screen testing, we had a lot of voice testings, and like Netflix, they have like levels of checking, and like they have their own universe around it.
Yeah, their own
But yeah,
process.
we
Yeah.
happened to work after like 3-4 months. I had completely forgotten about what I'd done, like given all these interviews and all of that. And then they are like, we would love to have you on the show and things like that.
Amazing, amazing. So I want to also ask you, how did you convince your family to be a part of it? Because it was great to see your sister, your mom, dad, everyone together.
So I told my parents that I am doing something like that, and then after the selection process and all of that, then they asked, like my parents as well, that would you like to be a part of the narrative? And my parents are so as people, we are very transparent and supportive. They're like, we would love to, as long as we don't have anything to hide. Like we don't believe in like hiding anything. Today also I share everything with my parents. Like whatever, why not? Like they're the close people in your life, so I share everything with them. So yeah, I just told them that I'm doing that, and they were like, we would love to support you, and they were really cool with it.
That's amazing. That's amazing. And it was great to see the entire family together. And I think it was a very well shown side as well. I want to ask you a little bit about how the show, after it aired, kind of affected your jewelry business. Was it very positive? Do you think that people have gotten to know about an ornament a lot more once the show
Oh
aired?
yeah, oh yeah. So I think the show has kind of put Ornament on a global platform.
Yeah.
I get a lot of queries, a lot of inquiries from people all over the world. We are answering to all of them, and I think even my existing customers, okay, they have, uh, I think they have a renewed interest in what we are offering, and it's added to the brand value as well a lot,
Yeah. Yeah.
and that has translated into more sales. And like our existing customers are, they also feel like good that okay, we are buying something from Ornament, and yeah, so I think it's been a very positive. Uh, Experience or an event for an ornament, I would say.
Awesome, awesome. That's always good news. So tell me, when you were approached for Indian matchmaking, like you mentioned, you guys are extremely transparent and very honest. But were you ever concerned that the show would be an invasion of your privacy, because you're literally showing your entire home? We see you showing them around your home, and of course, where you go, your friends were part of the show. So tell us a little bit about that process.
As I said, like as people, we are very transparent. Most of the people, even our relatives, they know about us. Like it's not that we are hidden, or like we have two parts in our lives going
Yeah,
around. A lot of people know about us. We are very social in that way,
yeah,
and touch wood, everything is for the good, that they know that it's nothing like a bad thing going around. So we were not really scared. There was not like like we were in two minds that, oh, this might, like what happens if, we are showcasing this or showcasing that. We were very normal, and yeah, we did not really think much about invasion of privacy. And till now, it's fine. Like they asked us later actually to showcase part of the house and everything, but yeah, at that point, really didn't think that it's going to be that big a deal. How big it has become, but it was fine. Like till
yeah.
now, it's not that it's regretful or anything.
Okay, awesome. Also, tell me a little bit about how this is actually something I've been thinking about. Is after the show aired, because considering we're in lockdown, everyone's watched the show, I think on repeat, and that's been really positive for the show and for all of you guys. But tell me, do you think people have changed the way they've behaved pre-show and post-show? Like, have people that you weren't in touch with for years gotten in touch with you again?
Yes, yes, yes. So it's been it's been really funny because people whom I've like met on my travels, like I travel a lot of times alone as well, and like if I was staying in a hostel and I met someone, and we just connected on Facebook,
Yeah.
and they are like, are you the same person who's there on Netflix that I'm seeing? Like, yeah, I am the same person. And yeah, so a lot of people who were acquaintances around the world have got in touch. A lot of my friends, they come to my place, like, and they're like, you're a star celebrity, and like they try to act as if like super important, and like they're like, oh my God, I'm sitting next to you, and then I have to actually literally smack it in their face and tell them that, listen, you know me for more than a decade, just shut up,
Yeah.
and nothing has changed around. So yeah, I have to break that, I think so, the glass film around me, for them at least, that
Yeah.
I'm just the
They
same
know the
person. You
real
know
you.
me for more than a decade now. So
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah, they know the real you. So tell me, this is a slightly more personal question, but do you think that you've gotten clarity of what you're looking for more after the show released?
Oh yeah, certainly, because you're tapping into so many emotions, right? And you're growing with age. There are so many people who are, you meet a lot of people, professional as well as a lot of relatives. They give you a lot of advice. Uh, some, some good, some bad. But at the same point of time, you're growing as a person. You can feel so many emotions. You can feel so many people, you know, uh, how do I say? You I'm not finding the right words, but basically you get so much of attention, but at that same point of time, you really tap into your original emotions, and I think that has been one of the key learning processes post the show, and I think it's going good so far.
Yeah, that's amazing. That's glad you have more clarity because I think pre-show and post-show, it's good. We have a question from Ridhima who says, if Netflix asked you to feature in a sequel, would you agree to be a part of it? Good question.
I At this point I really don't know. I don't know what's happening with season two. It's coming out, not coming out. But I'm just taking it day by day because there's something always new happening, and it's exciting times. I would say that.
Okay, okay, awesome. So she has another question, which is Seema Auntie still helping people on the show looking for, to meet people, or was that just for the show?
So I know Seema Auntie personally as a family friend, and she knew me before the show as well. In fact, when I came to know that Seema Auntie is going to be there on the show, it was kind of like a comfort thing that, oh, even she's there on the show. But that's the only person on the show I knew about. But yeah, like even if there is something like a nice proposal, she'll send me across that, are you interested in this proposal? Do you want to look into it? Do you want me to work ahead of it? So it's not like, after the show has been released, we have not.
Yeah, I found you. Got you back. No problem. Yeah, so she is in touch, and I think it's as per time. I want to ask you one more question before I take a question from the live, which says, this is from. Okay, it's about jewelry. So we'll just come on before the last one. Basically, have
Yeah.
your views on traditional matchmaking really changed post the show? Because a lot of people are either very pro arranged marriage or very, anti it and come to it as a whole later. So what are your views? Have they changed post the show?
Just a second. So I really think that the show has kind of I don't know why, but the show has kind of put light on matchmaking and tried to put it in a negative way. I am not really pro that. I think matchmaking as a process is very beautiful uh, because it helps you to again just expand your network to find a potential person. You are kind of going to a person who's a professional in doing this, who does the work of all verification, who does like in this generation, I know how difficult it is. Like, you meet the right people, but you don't know their backgrounds, where are they coming from, what intentions they're coming from. And if someone is doing that for you as a service, I don't think it's something negative, and it's a tool, like how we have multiple tools to achieve a particular task. This is one of the tools, and we should
Yeah.
not discard it just saying that, oh, it's traditional and it's like so unnecessary or something like that. Like as young generation, we should utilize all the resources as possible, right?
Absolutely, absolutely. And like you said, you don't know somebody's background, so this is a great way because you match
Yeah, it is a
according
big
to.
problem because I met people through dating apps also, right?
Yeah.
I went on a dating app and I met people through dating apps, and so You meet great
That's
people. Like these people are extremely well educated. You know that okay, they're coming from good families and X, Y, Z. But you don't know like what are the intentions, what do they want, like where are they placed in their life. They want to even
true.
settle down in that way. They don't want to settle down. It's just that they want to have like a friendly conversation. So there's so many ifs and buts, and that's what a matchmaker kind of reduces, I feel.
Absolutely, absolutely. That's a great point. So somebody's asked about what is the most special piece that you have designed?
Oh, there is one piece.
Can you show it to us? Is it near you?
Just a second, let me get it. One second, wait. Since I
That's a
wanted to
great question. Oh, wow. Okay, wow.
wait, let me switch on one more light. Now I read. So can see there's this one piece.
Yeah, you'll just have to
This
lift it a
this
little.
got done just before the lockdown. Can you see? Or should I like
Yeah, I just
I
have
don't
to
know the
lift
light.
it a little. Okay.
Can you see? Okay, this is the
Yeah, yeah.
recent pendant which we have done. You can see the glittering of the whole thing. Let me turn it around and show you the back side. So this is
Oh,
the whole
wow.
Meenakari work. Okay, there are only a couple of artisans who can do this kind of a detail work in India. I don't know if you all can see. Yeah, you
Yes,
can
yes, we
like
can.
now it's
It's
much
very
better,
clear.
right?
Yeah,
And on the
yeah.
top, these are all diamonds. They are violet diamonds. The whole chain is made out of that. The
Oh,
best part
wow.
about this piece is the artist who does this does 3 pieces a year. And yeah, it's funny because he's an artist. When you're working with artists, it's you have to let them be in their comfort zone. And he just is not very simple guy, fancy guy, but simple in his own way. And he's like, I'll just make 3 pieces, and he actually decides which pieces he wants to make. And he takes around 4 to 5 months to do a piece. And it's brilliant because if you see the detailing in this piece, okay, he's gone ahead to detail the eye of even, let's say, the peacock over here. I don't know if you can see that well in this
Yeah,
camera,
now we can.
but
Yeah.
it is as close as detailing that much on gold. And he's done the same thing ahead, like he's done the same thing on the stone as well.
Oh,
And
wow.
I love the details of the piece, and like I'm a sucker for details. If something is so well defined and someone has thought so well about it, I'm like, I'm like, wow, like, it takes a lot of energy to get it right. And I know how
Yes.
difficult it is. So this is one of my favorite pieces.
Awesome. Great. I'm so happy you had it near you so you could show it to us. We have another
I wanted to
question
share
here.
this actually. That is why I kept it nearby,
Oh,
frankly, because
amazing.
it was something. It's very close to my heart. And recently, even Janmashtami was there, and I remember I'd asked that why don't we post something like this on Janmashtami? Because frankly, I think the piece is one of the pieces which signifies so much of love, and I think it's beautiful.
Yeah, yeah, it is. It's really beautiful. And thank you for showing us that. We have some great questions coming in. I'm going to take from quickly. Is from Kanav Mittal, who says the show has been internationally accepted by a huge
Mhm.
audience. You think it's given an accurate picture of the Indian systems or is it exaggerated? It's a good question.
Accurate picture of the Indian systems and
Yeah, so like the arranged marriage system, because a lot of the international market and a lot of foreigners have watched this. So we've got people texting saying, "Hey, does this really happen? Do you just go on one date and you have to decide?" So what's your view on that?
what's my view on that? Frankly, I think the Indian matchmaking is more humbler. People are really warm. Okay, when they meet, it's really like a good experience more than a bad experience
Yeah.
because both the parties want to comfort each other. Uh, Obviously, the show is edited in its own way to create sensation,
Yes.
entertainment.
Yes.
I am assuming everyone on this platform is smart enough to figure all of that out. It is a very well edited show. I don't need to get into that, but it has shown few parts of the Indian society which are quite basic to the problems as well as the good things. But again, those parts are existing in our society. It's not that we can say that
They don't exist.
those issues are not there. They have been there for generations. It's not the first time that I am facing the issue or people are facing the issues. It's an issue which like was there from generation. And as a generation, as a young we are, I think for us it is important to address those issues. Today,
Yes,
at this
yes,
point also, right? After I think so 60 years, still there was a big revolution in America about Black Lives Matter, right? That issue is also still existent. So we can understand that how deeply ingrained are these issues in our society, and it's not going to happen tomorrow or day after that. A show comes out and everyone thinks that okay, this is the problem, and the next day it's solved. It takes a generation to generation to get over it, and I think we are improving. We are doing well, and we are. I think we are on the right path. At
yeah,
least we have the knowledge, we have the understanding, we have the awareness that these are the issues, right? Let's address them.
yes,
So yeah, that would
absolutely.
be my answer.
Awesome. Thank you.
Let me switch off this light.
Yeah.
Sorry, it's too much
We
of
have
light.
another question coming in from the Real Girl Co. I'm just looking for it because there's so many comments. Do you feel the pressure to find the one has increased for you after the show?
Uh, See, the pressure was there before also. It's not that the pressure is not there. It's
Yeah.
it's it's there before also. Definitely highlighted right now.
Yeah.
But my parents have given me that much of freedom. They have the understanding, and even I have it at the back of my mind that if there is someone suitable, definitely I want to go ahead
Yes.
exploring that path. But yeah, the pressure is there before also. It's there right now also. It's just that it's a little highlighted at this point of time.
Yeah, that's a great answer because I think the pressure is just always there and you got into
Yes,
the
yes.
show for that. I mean, there is a purpose behind that show. So there's one last question, which is from Simran, who says, what's your most favorite country visited, which you have visited?
Can you hear me? Yes. Okay.
What's your favorite
Uh,
country that you have visited? Yeah, yeah, I can hear you. I can hear
See, my favorite place is Maldives. I just love it because of, you know, like there was nothing to do in the place except for nature, and I like it really because of that. But one of the most exotic countries I visited was Azerbaijan. The city is so beautiful, and the culture is so crazy. It's like, and I had a friend who was hosting us over there. It is a beautiful city. Like they appreciate art and they appreciate designing. Like if anyone gets a
you.
chance, it
Yes,
would be nice
yes.
to Google Azerbaijan. And I've got such fond memories from that place. It's beautiful.
Awesome, awesome. That's the one for the books people should visit. I'm going to take one last question, guys. You guys are asking some great questions out there. So Pradyuman, Millennial Strategist Coach says, what did you learn
Someone is
about your...
asking me what about Jalgaon? 1 second, wait. Nitya, hi. Okay, let me clarify something. It will be fun to answer this. Okay,
Okay.
so the day I met, the day I met the girl Sneha from Jalgaon. Okay, it was this very same day I was exhibiting in Jalgaon. My
Okay.
mom was exhibiting in Jalgaon that very same day.
Okay.
And all the conversation that we spoke about on television was misunderstood because I was speaking about exhibitions. Because you don't
Okay.
really, I met Snehal at that very point of time. I was like, what do you speak about? The only connect is Jalgaon, and then we were speaking about Jalgaon. And I very well know where Jalgaon is. I have a lot of relatives from Jalgaon. I have a family house near Jalgaon. So yes, I have been to Jalgaon many times before also.
I think it's the editing.
It
And Nitya, you should do an exhibition in Jalgaon because Pradyuman's been there to exhibit his jewelry as well.
Yeah, in fact, recently one of our clients from Jalgaon, not a client, like a person who walked into the exhibition, he contacted us back, and I was like, full circle, full circle.
Wow, that's amazing. That's amazing. Okay, I hope you got your answer there, Nitya. We got a question from Millennial Strategist Coach who says, what did you learn about yourself or what surprised you the most about you while being on the show?
Well, I think every time you try to face something which you're not comfortable with or something new, you grow as a person. Uh, it was not comfortable for me. I'm like any other normal guy. you'd probably meet in a restaurant or in a bar. Uh, I'm not a professional actor or anything, and a businessman by, I don't know, like whenever I started working, but uh, it's not comfortable to be on camera, and especially there's nothing scripted. There isn't anything which has a like a timeline. You have to speak what you think is right, okay, what your views at that point are right, and what is the context or the place that you are in, what is the universe that you are in. They never show you all of those parts, but those are the parts which actually affect your conversation. Today I'm speaking about something like this, but again, it can be taken into a completely different context when you put it somewhere else. So there are a lot of things like that, and it's never easy, and you learn that how do you control all these feelings, how do you control all this nervousness, how do you control that there are 40 people listening to each and every word that you're saying. And yeah,
And every
it
move
was
that
quite
you
an
make,
experience.
everything that you did
Yeah,
was
yeah,
being
there are five
watched.
cameras to you, and there are around 30-35 people listening to what you're doing. Like your conversation is recorded, like so they all are listening to you, they are looking at you, okay? And there are five cameras around you. So it's not the most comfortable situation to be in, and especially you don't know what to speak. You have to like create a thought process. So
Yeah.
yeah, it's not easy. It's something you learn about yourself that yeah, you can do it, and it's fine.
Awesome, awesome. And one more question who says, Chipet says, any modeling offers coming your way? We'd love to see you on screen because you have a great screen presence.
Thank you so much. I'm doing a collaboration which should be interesting. I'm doing a new cocktail. I hope you guys like it. It's something again I tried. It's something that I wanted to explore and something completely new. Check out that, and it would be really interesting. And I hope to be around and showcase a few of my skills, and happy to give something back to my viewers and followers.
Yeah, that's amazing. And two people have asked, actually, Sharmila and Aditi have asked, have you met the other people on the show yet?
Other people from the show,
Yeah,
are you
so
saying?
anyone else that, like the other girls and the guys who participated in the show, have you?
So the best part is before the show, we did not know each other even by names. The only common contact I think all of us had was our matchmaker, that was Seema Tapadia. But the day the show was released was the day I came to know that okay, these are the other contestants in the show. And I think over a period of time we've connected, and we've kind of become like our internal group of Indian matchmaking.
Yeah.
And it's beautiful because we get to share our experiences with each other,
Yeah.
and it's a nice experience,
It's a nice
I would say.
experience, I'm sure. We have a question from Bhumi, the last one I'm going to take, guys. We run out of time. Who says, has it become easier or harder to meet new people post the show?
I've not met anyone because of the lockdown, frankly.
Yeah.
But there are so many people who say that I want to meet, but it's so again, it's chaotic, but it's a beautiful chaotic. Like there is so many people saying that a lot of my friends have been like, oh, we now know someone like one of our other friends contacted, and they want me to check out this profile or that profile. So there has been a lot of people approaching, but at the point also even I've said that give me a month's time, let me realign myself, let me focus, and then just give me a month's time. And yeah, that's the only time I've been asking for. And yeah, then probably I can take more, I'll have more clarity, I'll have more time, and I think I'll be able to take proper decisions post that. That's the only thing I've
Absolutely.
asked.
Absolutely. I can imagine that you've got a lot on your plate and a lot coming up for you, Pradyuman. I'm sure brands and people are reaching out all the time. People are asking a little more about your cocktail. You want to tell us about that before you go? People are asking if it's a night
Oh,
session
let it come
cocktail.
on Saturday. Let something be a suspense, guys. Like something as a suspense. It's like tomorrow. Tomorrow Saturday,
Yeah,
right? Yeah.
absolutely. You can wait 24 hours, guys. Girls, you can wait 24 hours. I have to say one thing. You have so many fans. The girls are just loving this. So I know there are some girls saying why I didn't ask your comments, your questions. But today it was strictly for Nominant and Pradyuman, the person and the entrepreneur. So please slide into his DMs for all those comments and to go on a date with him, because that's not something I'll be asking him for you. Pradyuman, any parting words? Thank you so much for chatting with us today.
You're most welcome. It was wonderful chatting. I think it was a very refreshing evening, I would say.
Awesome. It's been great chatting with you and all the best. And I will be sharing the ornament details on my Instagram as well for anyone that
Thank you
missed
so
it.
much.
Somebody did ask, you want to just show us a quick picture of your showroom, like a quick thing? Somebody said,
Oh, I
what's
would
it
love to.
like?
Let me turn the camera.
Yeah.
Let me show you a couple of things that we are designing. This is from the bird collection that we had done. This is like animal. This is like a beautiful dog. I don't know how to laugh. My mobile phone is not that great.
Yeah, you can't see through the glass, but it's nice. It's good.
Yeah.
Oh, nice. Okay, so I guess people can check it out on his page. It's Nornament. And of course,
Done.
everyone follows you, Pradyuman. But thank you for being with me today on my show.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
See you soon.
Bye.
Bye. Bye.